Alrighty, guys, we have the next part of the Acer Teamstory Cup here. It is between HwangSin and Liquid's TLO. Spawning in the northwest corner, it is the red Protoss HwangSin. And spawning in the southeast corner, it is the man hoping to take him down. It is Liquid's TLO. Shad will be joining me for this 1v1 also.
Hello guys, I'm back.
So in the last one, we did see a very convincing victory by HwangSin over Taeja, who was on a real roll there. Didn't look like he was gonna actually get beat.
Yeah man, the man could stop Taeja with a good build, and Taeja has no response for him
Nope.
in time, I mean.
So we'll see if Team Liquid decides to resurrect Taeja or whether they'll decide to keep going, depending on how TLO shows in this matchup here. As if we haven't really seen a ZVP at all up to
Yeah,
this
I think
point.
it's the first one we are cast together. And
Very true.
TLO is in a pretty good win streak right now. He won, I think he is in the top 8 of the WCS Europe already. So he beat. I think he's going to play MMA in his next match. I don't know if it's MMA or MVP, but he beat a lot of good players in his path to the top 8.
We do see what looks to be maybe a forward expand here, which I believe
Yeah,
is right here for HwangSin. Very defensive
and
economic style.
and HwangSin was able to delay a little bit of the Zerg expansion with that annoying probe. Was just sitting there and not letting the drone put the 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 hatchery. And TLO is already exporting the expansion with his overlord.
Yep, he will
But
see that
now,
expansion, but it won't be able to be spotted for too long as there's the photon cannon. He can put the overlord behind the mineral line, or right to the eastern side of the expansion as there is that bit higher place right there, so it won't be able to be spotted.
yeah. As he see the second base, he goes for his third at the 21 supply. That fast third to try to deal with the Protoss. If the Protoss go to base and Zerg goes to base, it's pretty much impossible to the Zerg player to keep up with the Protoss guy.
Yep, we do have a few lings out on the field here, but not going to be a problem with that photon cannon there. It is going to keep that base protected from any
Yeah,
ling movement.
the links just in the entrance of the base to spot any movement or later scouting from the Protoss army, so they don't get TLO out of position. And as Zerg, you always have to know when you make drones, when you make units, and these links right here at the entrance are a good thing for he to scout any attack incoming from from the lands.
Yep, we do have the metabolic boost coming right now, so maybe a ling style going to be coming here though. He does
Yeah, and
lose
a
one of those
mothership
lings.
core done at the natural of the Protoss player, HwangSin. And he's probably coming to harass the Zerg. That's pretty annoying.
Yep, it looks like he's going to
But
come with Stalker and the mothership core here.
yeah, and the third base has no queens, so they probably will do some damage
Yep,
with
he
this
may be able
single
to
fort
get.
drone.
Yep, he will probably be able to do some decent damage here. He will be bringing that queen over right now, so mothership core probably not going to be too big of a deal as he does not now have the queen on that third base.
Yeah, and they already spotted the mothership. with the Ling,
Yep.
but
So I
he's come
think.
to the second with no queens.
Well, I think at
So
this
he
point, what really he's gonna just kind of have to do is just maybe roll in here, throw down a time warp on the mineral line there, and just kind of roll on out.
I think
Because the queen is gonna
he
be
can
popping out in just a few
snipe
seconds
some,
here.
but he can snipe some drones, but he's just sitting there doing
Yeah,
nothing.
I think it's a little bit too late now. There are queens on all the bases now, so if it comes close, the queen can move out to the edge of the creep and just engage it over there.
And TLO sacrificing an overlord to scout his opponent.
He does see the robo.
He does.
Yep,
Where's the robo? I can't
the
find the robo. Ah,
robo. Yep, right there.
no, I didn't found it yet. Well,
It's
that's
right next to. It's at the natural.
okay, okay.
So, and he
Yeah, he
did
saw the
see
robo.
there is the photon overcharge. I don't know if he saw the photon overcharge on the forge or not. Probably not. But we do have warp prism coming out, so we could see a warp prism play here with
You mean
maybe,
Chrono Boost at
yeah,
the
chrono boost.
far?
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
yeah,
Far.
chrono boost on the forge there. So he's trying to desperately get out that +1 attack
And
before
TLO is
moving
going
out
for
here.
an unusual build with banelings against Protoss. It's not that popular, but TLO is known for his strange builds and making it work very, very good against players. Let's see how he
Yep.
does with
He
this Ling Bang
suddenly
army.
most likely pushed the F2 button to bring the whole army because every Ling that was out kind of like scouting in other places just came running all to the same spot, and he is going to have a run
And
by here. He's going to go
yeah,
straight into the main base here. There's nothing to protect him in the main base here. And he
and
does have the mass recall, but then all he's going to do is just swing on down to the natural and kill some probes there on the natural. Let's see, how many probes has he killed here? He's killed 4 so far, so now they're just sitting there.
yeah, man, TLO with the good divided push, he he bypassed the entrance of the base, go to the mineral line, and make HwangSin move his whole army, and he was able to deny that third base. And in the same time, one base was dropping in the main, but Yellow fastly shut it down with links. So he's doing very great in this game.
Yep,
And Juan,
3 more gateways going up, so it's gonna be a warp gate heavy armory here out of
yeah,
HwangSin. He does throw epoxy down, and he still has, if you look at the 4th base of TLO, he has that warp prism ready to go and snipe that 4th base. There's a bit of an
yeah,
attack here on the
and that's
main here,
yeah.
but I think it'll be
TLO
fine. He'll
saw
just
it.
throw up some force fields, and that'll be alright. He has the cannons to deal with it, so I think it's
Uh,
really this
uh,
could be the end of it right here. He's lost almost a whole lot of lings there trying to get through that front door with no success at all, and we do have the zealots coming in here. They're gonna take out that queen and then take out that 4th base here. More zealots warping in. The 3rd base simultaneously being taken out. He's
and TLO is going for the main. He doesn't want to defend. He's going to base race.
he's
with
gonna yeah, he's gonna
HwangSin.
try and base race, but I don't think he's gonna be able to successfully base race here.
Yeah,
He's Wanson's just gonna be able to warp in whatever units he needs here, and only a few lings gonna be here, so it's not gonna be that big of a difference. It is a scary force here with the immortals and whatnot. These spines not gonna be as effective here.
but here come
So
the banelings and nice force fields for HwangSin.
yep. So I think the Banelin's not gonna be very effective putting on those force fields. Gonna be able to protect that, and the natural of HwangSin is not mining at all because of the lings being moved in there, but it's still, he's gonna have a lot of units he can warp in here. He will really just be able to warp all of them in. He does have that warp prism out at the main base of TLO, so he can attack from two sides of TLO here, but TLO is going to snipe off that Nexus at the natural expansion here, but he needs to get home and take out that army.
Yeah, there are too many sentries, man. Sentries are very good against Zerglings. So I don't know how TLO can come out of this.
Yep, I don't think he's really going to be able to do a whole lot. He's just
But he's
warping in
sniping
plenty
some
of...
sentries at the back.
Yep.
Oh,
But he doesn't have enough
sentries.
lings really to do anything at that backside. He can pump out lings from the from the old fourth base, which I guess became the new third. But he's taking out the natural here, and I don't think TLO has anything to respond to this really.
Yeah, but he's going Ultras already. One Ultra on the way.
Very true. That could make a big difference here. But I don't know. I still think that he does have that Immortal, and if he can use some good force fields, he can keep that Immortal alive. If he brings in the Warp Prism, he can pick up that Immortal if he needs to, and land it down wherever he needs to, and just take out those Ultralists. And I don't think it's going to matter. I think even if he brings out the Ultra, he's only bringing out one Ultra.
Yeah, and the Zerglings are... The Zealots are sniping the drones. And
Here we go, and yep, there's the Ultra down already. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. I don't think... Yep, and there's the GG. There was nothing TLO could do in that situation.
Yeah, man. This kind of army composition is too easy to counter with sentries only. He had so many lings, but the sentries shut down the aggression for the Zerglings, and he was just running base after base after base and killing stuff, and TLO could do nothing.
Yeah, I think Roaches would have definitely been the better route to run here. More common build that most people do is the Roach build against Protoss.
Yeah, but if he had like Mutas on the back, that should probably had worked, since the Protoss guy have a sentry heavy army. But
yep. A few mutas would be able to take care of that. He could use those few mutas to keep his opponent in the base, which he did do a good job at taking out that natural there. So he had his opponent back on one base that was kind of like halfway out of minerals there. If he could have shut down that army, it could have turned an entirely different direction.
Yeah, I think TLO also committed that frontal push, and maybe that's the point where he lost the game, because he lost so many links. And
yeah, I think at that point where he did hold them at that front without really destroying anything with the force fields, he lost probably 30 lings there on that engagement, which could have made a big difference in the fight here at the end.
Yeah, but we need to give some credit to HwangSin with his force fields.
He did a great job with that.
Split to save his army from the Ling's attack every single time with the right sentry composition.
Yep, and he was definitely able to use that Warp Prism to a good effect there at being able to use that army to cover the front and then harass them behind. So he wasn't really able to use his entire force to take on the entire Protoss force at all in the game. Because if he didn't, he was going to lose bases.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So
I think that's it.
Yep, that'll be that one, guys. Thank you for tuning in. War Battle at Shad. Make sure you like and subscribe to both of us, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.